Hi, Cancer. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for being patient if you have been waiting for your video. I think you're video number 31 for me today, so I have been like a little machine. And I must say, Cancer, I'm really happy that I have your reading to end with because I'm doing a different setup today and I have pulled some cards, but I also have 4 different tarot decks to pull on camera, so stick with me. I have Words of Truth, 3 cards on each of those piles already upside down, ready to go, because that deck is huge if you want to see how big it is, like 200 words. So that is messy to do on camera. I just have them down so I don't look. And I want to say you start with a happy card. You got the happy card, Cancer. This is lightening up, finding joy in now, in the now. This is joy, contentment, fulfillment. I mean, you got your balloons. She's dancing on this peaceful egg. The little hummingbird is by her side. The key is peace. This is when your desires are effortlessly brought into fruition in your life. So I want to start your reading, Cancer, with you knowing that all is well. Happy. Be in the moment. All right, I do have some numerology cards. You got number 56 and 27. So you have relationship change, and then you have spiritual partnership. And the first thing I'm drawn to saying is that sometimes relationships change or alter or fall out of our life, adapt, whatever, when sometimes one party becomes more spiritual, or not more spiritual. We're all spiritual beings, but when their frequency starts to get high, you start to not want to settle for partnerships that are anything less than a full connection of spirit. Because if it's just for, let's say, like lust or passion or just meeting of the minds, and you don't have a balance somewhere, it doesn't become as interesting the more spiritual you get, unless you're getting something of substance back. It just sort of falls out of your interest. So sometimes that causes relationship changes to happen in your life for a reason, because the frequency and your energy level and your vibration is changing, and things need to be released to allow things that have a bigger or equal vibrational frequency into your life, Cancer. So maybe you're moving into more spiritual partnerships in your life. Not necessarily in a relationship, but everything. A spiritual partnership with how you exercise, a spiritual partnership with how you eat, how you go to work, what you do, how you interact with other people, and your relationships. Cancer, it's telling you have the kiwi. So doing a walking meditation every day for the next week. Start there. So if you just do meditation normally, sit on the ground, wake up and be awake but non-active to get into your body, or you do it in the bathtub or whatever. Maybe you need to just physical activity, like a guy. When guys need to release their stress, they don't need to talk about it because that makes their hormone levels go up, unlike women that talking about it makes their levels go down. So opposite. So this is more like not really going to the man cave. A lot of men like to do physical activity that is somewhat mindless when they need to rejuvenate their testosterone levels. I don't know where I'm going with this. Hopefully this is helpful to somebody out there, Cancer. So this is telling you to find that meditational state that also involves your physical activity. So dancing, walking, hiking, gardening, doing something physical that's a movement, that's repetitive, that is connecting the way you're breathing, right? The in and the out with the meditation and the mind and the soul, with probably, I would say, nature. Cancer, you can probably learn a lot about spirit from nature. Maybe it's just telling you to get there, and you'll figure out the rest when you're there. It's a pretty personal experience. You also have 17. I love that I have this reading at the end, Cancer. This is such a nice way to end this day. And I'm going to probably go back and a little bit later, after I take a bit of a break, do one more for Virgo, only because Virgo got the videos after my weirdness with family. So I'm going to probably go back and do that one to make sure that I wasn't involved in that too much with my energy, and that I have at least one fresh reading for them too. So I don't know why. Maybe you have Virgo in your life that meant something for. Sometimes when I start spewing shit out, I hope it means something to somebody out there. So maybe there's a Virgo stable energy you're dealing with, or family issues that make you feel like you're out of whack when you have to do things that are important. So you do your best. You got storks. This is like, the storks always come back to the same nest every year for their, to lay their eggs and have their babies and do their thing. But they loyally come back to this nest and build upon it every year, work on it together. So maybe you're building your nest this week, Cancer. Maybe somebody's coming back to your nest, to your home. Maybe you're going back to your home. I'm going to pull cards from my 4 tarot decks for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, highest, greatest good of everybody involved. What wisdom do we have for Cancer about your happy, what to know for the energies of this week? Highest, greatest good of everyone. See how this makes your psychic antennas and spiritual frequency tune for you. There might be just one nugget in this whole video that is going to make everything make sense. There might be nothing and you're on your own. You might refuse to do anything that you hear, or there might be a shitload of stuff that's really helpful to you. See what works in your world, your situation, and your channels to get clarity. And then your choice how to move forward with your happy Cancer. Let's see what we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. And then I have this deck. I do have a video that explains all the different decks I've used or planned on using. I think I did that pretty good. I like that little preparation video first. It kept me a little bit more in line with what I wanted to do for each sign instead of getting sidetracked. Speaking of sidetracked, pulling for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, May 18th to 24th. Highest, greatest good. And this deck, Cancer. One more from this deck. Cancer. What do we have for this week? Energies to know to help us out. More clarity. Alright, so Cancer, you have the moon. Tapping into your intuition. Using that sense you have of knowing, even when you can't see your path. Trusting your